So this is the 2023 Reading Journal. In this video, I'm just going to sort of introduce you to the journal, show you what's inside, show you a little bit of where you can click to go from here to there, and just talk about some of the cool things that are in this journal. So to get inside, just tap the name, tap Reading Journal on the cover, and it takes you to your cover page where you can write in your start date, your end date, and you've got access to all of the tabs for all of the different sections. Cool. So if you swipe to the next page, I've given you sort of a suggestion, like here are some different ways that you can use this reading journal. And I talk about the different sections and the stickers and all kinds of stuff like that. So you can always get back to this page if you're like, I don't know, what should I do with the bookshelf page or something. So I put something kind of cool in this journal, I think. It's a page in the journal for you to keep your stickers. And you can access that page in the journal by, see right up here in the left corner, upper corner, there's like a sticker icon or I don't know, what is it? It's a ribbon, a sticker icon. I don't know. In the top left corner, if you click that, it takes you to a page that looks like this, a sticker sheet page. So you can copy this page, duplicate it as many times as you want, depending on how many stickers you want to use. And then you just add your stickers to the page. Like that. Just add your stickers. Easy peasy. I like to do 3 different sticker sheets so that I've got, these are just the ones that I use most often. All right, so what's next? Let's do the library. Library, you have space for 50 book covers on the page. If you want to read more than 50 books this year, which you probably do, right? Or if you're using the library as like a wish list, which is what I do, books that I want to read, I like to keep the covers here so that I can sort of see them when it's time for me to pick a book. I can flip back to the library and go, oh, I want to read that one. So I have hundreds of those kinds of books, right, that I want to read that are on my wish list. But this page only holds 50. So what I do is I just duplicate this page a couple of times, right? Easy peasy. Just duplicate it. As many books as you want to have in your library, you can do it. It is unlimited. And that is the beauty of a digital notebook. So this is your library page. And then right behind that is your bookshelf. So the bookshelf page I think of as where I sort of document and track the books that I'm actually reading. So on this page, you can write down the title of the book you're reading, the author, write down why you're reading it, right? Is it part of your book club? Is it somebody recommended it? You borrowed it from the library because you saw like it had a pretty cover, whatever. Why are you reading it? And then the month that you're reading it in. And that's important because behind each of the month tabs is where you're gonna really put in like your notes and your ideas and your thoughts and what your ratings are for the book. And so it's important that you write down the month that you read the book in so that you know which month to go to access your notes. So that is what's behind your library tab. your library, and your bookshelf. So you click the Trackers tab, and on the cover page, you'll see both trackers and challenges. So let's start with the trackers on the right side. All of these names are hyperlinked. So to get to that particular tracker, you just click the name. So let's look at the bookshelf tracker. So it's just a regular bookshelf where you can either write the name of the book that you read on the spine of the book, or you can just color in the book. So you've got a bookshelf tracker, you've got an annual stats tracker where you can make your goals and then keep track of how you're doing with your goals. Then we get to what I personally think, these are my favorite 3 trackers at the end. It's where, it's not really tracking, but it's where you get to pick your book of the year. And we've got a fiction book of the year bracket and also a nonfiction book of the year bracket, right? So you pick across the top here, you pick your favorite book of the month, 12 months. And then at the end of the year, you just keep narrowing it down until you've got your book of the year. Cool, right? But the next tracker, it's not a tracker, but it's in the tracker section. All right, so this best of 2023, this is my favorite thing. So it's sort of like where you get to do the Academy Awards of your reading, right? So mine, I guess I'm calling mine the Vivian Awards, the Vivian Reading Awards or something. So there's 2 different pages that go with this. You've got this page where it's sort of just an at-a-glance thing, right? You pick the category, right? So the categories go here, and they're stickers, or you can just write in what your category is. But then this page is where you can like make notes about, you know, what everything is. Right? So like you can use a sticker, and so the categories are things like best hero, best villain, whatever. You can pick your own categories and choose your winners for 2023. I think this is so cool. So cool, 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 cool. So now let's talk about the challenges. I've listed a bunch of challenges on the left side, and they are also all hyperlinked. So you've got the 23 books in 2023 challenge, the 52 books in 52 weeks challenge. It's a 2-pager. You've got A to Z, read a book that starts with every letter. Complete a series. And there are 3 of these. So if you like to read a lot of series, I gave you 3. And you can put them all in here. So complete a series. Yeah, there is a separate video on the complete a series, because like you can see, you've got room for 20 books in a series on this page, but sometimes you've got series that are more than 20 books, right? And so what are you going to do? Well, you're going to watch the separate video in the reading journal playlist, because I show you how you can make an extra page. I show you how you can have a series with like 100 books in it if you want to, and keep it in this journal. So You've got your complete a series challenge. And then you've got these that you sort of fill in yourself, like all by author. Like if I want to read everything Colleen Hoover has ever written, so I'm just going to write, boy, my handwriting is bad. Yeeks. All right, it's terrible handwriting. Anyway, everything written by Colleen Hoover. I'll try to do this one better. No, I didn't do it better. My handwriting. All right. You've got all by author. I'm taking this out. It looks terrible. Your celebrity reading list, like a bestseller, or like if you want to read all the Booker Award winners. And then here, you can create your own challenge. It's just a blank page that's hyperlinked. So if you want to see how to use this page to create a challenge, you can watch a video on it on the playlist. I created my own like read 5 books in Portuguese challenge. So check that out on the playlist if you want to see how to create your own challenge using the stickers that are included in the sticker pack. So that's what's behind the trackers tab. Okay, now let's go to the pages where you're actually going to write down your notes and your ratings and your questions and everything that you want to know about the books that you're reading. And you're going to do that based on the books that you're reading in a particular month. So if you click on like the January tab or the February tab or the March tab, you're going to see that you have space behind every month for 5 fiction and 5 nonfiction. And on the cover page of the tab, you can put the book cover, title, and author. And then once you've read the book, you can put in your star rating as well. You can put that on the front cover sheet. So it's the same for every month. October, November, December, right? So you put in your book, and then when you click the book, it'll take you to the page for you to keep all of your notes. Cool, right? It's these 2 pages and then another page. And you have 5 of these. 1 for each fiction book, and then a different for each nonfiction. So the book review, note-taking, and rating pages are different for the fiction and the nonfiction, which I think is pretty cool. If you're in the middle of writing your review and you're like not sure what to write, right? Review and notes. You're not really sure what to write. See that little compass up here, upper right-hand corner? If you click that, it will take you to a page with some questions you can ask yourself and write about when you're writing your review. And you can just click back and forth between the compass and the page that you're writing on with questions. Cool, right? And also, what you'll see, like there's a space for you to write quotes from the book that you like, but if you look up at the top, there's also a tab for you to keep running quotes, right? Like, I love to do this. My very first journal I ever had in my life was a quotes journal, and it was all quotes taken out of books I'd read or song lyrics or whatever. So here is just a special place where you can write down quotes from the book and write down the book and the author and the page or the location number in the book so that if you want, you can go back and find it in the book again. But this is great just for your own personal when you're reading quotes. But also it's great when you are in book club and you're looking, you want to talk about a certain quote or a certain passage. You can find it here, and if you've written the page or the location, you can tell people where they can find it in their book, and they can read it and talk about it. So you've got 2 places to keep quotes. In the quotes tab, and then also inside the book reviews, right? Sometimes I read like 7 nonfiction books and maybe just 1 fiction. And so what do I do with the reading journal when I've got 7 fiction books, but the hyperlinks for the nonfiction are going to take me to the nonfiction book review pages instead of the fiction book review pages? If that is your question and you're like me and you do that, there's a workaround. I have a special sticker that you can use to change the nonfiction book reviews to a fiction book review, and vice versa, the other way around. So if you're someone who reads just a lot more nonfiction, you can change some of the fiction book reviews to nonfiction. So don't worry if you don't read 5 fiction and 5 nonfiction. It still works. The journal still works for you to write the notes and the ratings that you need for fiction versus nonfiction. So no worries, we've got it covered. So the other thing I want you to know about the journal is that it is 294 pages, but at the end of the journal, see behind this blue tab, you've got some extra blank pages that you can use. So behind the blue tab, you've got a double blank page, a double lined page, and a dot grid page. And these are pages that you can duplicate and move anywhere in the journal that you want. So if you're like writing your review, right, and you need more space to write notes, you can drop a lined page behind, right? Before you get to the next book review, just drop a blank or a lined page back here. Or if you like to draw pictures about the things that you've read, you can duplicate one of those pages and drop it in by your book review. So, did I mention that you get 9 custom designed sticker sheets that go especially with this reading journal? Just going to quickly show you what the stickers look like. So you get a page of stars and hearts, a page of stickers. So if you want to create a challenge, or if you need to add more books to a challenge or to a series, you've got stickers for that. You've got just general reading stickers, so you can stick it next to a book, like if you borrowed it from a friend when you need to return it to the library, or whatever, just fun little stickers. Then these are the stickers that go with the categories for your best of 2023. And remember when I was talking about if you want to change a fiction book review page to a non-fiction book review page, you do that with these stickers. So you've got fiction book review stickers, and nonfiction book review stickers. Cool. And then the last thing is, if you want to switch around or play around with the way that you keep your stats for the year, these are just some trackers for that, some stickers that you can mess around with.